Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Pitches. And yes, I will make a tab for reunions and movie pitches tomorrow. Well, anyway, what today's movie pitch is actually Lightyear 2. Lightyear 2 is going to be an interesting game. Now, for movie pitches, I'm only going to do 5. I'm going to just do a bunch of pitches, but just label them all as just one. Now, here's pitch 1. Just think about it. Buzz. Now, this is going to come from an odd place, but here's something that makes no sense to be a sequel, maybe a prequel. Well, if Lightyear, is Star Wars in our world. I mean, I've seen even Lightyear and watched Toy Story 1 back to back a bunch of times. And one thing I can't outright see in that movie, Buzz, he said to Woody about Emperor Zurg having the power to annihilate an entire planet. Can annihilate an entire planet, but yet we never see that in Lightyear 1. However, if Lightyear 2 gave us that scene where Zurg is... You see, Buzz says some very odd lines that don't relate at all to the first movie. Which is why I think again, the main Lightyear sense... Anyway, whatever I was talking about. Lightyear, oh yeah. Yeah, it always feels strange to me that Buzz said, right now, poised at the edge of the galaxy. I'm assuming he means people. I assume he meant people in that line. And evil Emperor Zurg have been building a weapon to nest. And I'm thinking that would have... I think that's the plot of Lightyear 2. What we hear from Buzz dialogue in Toy Story before he realizes he's a toy. So now Buzz, I don't think now in terms of who Zurg is this time around, I'm gonna make it that guy. The guy that really hates him in the light. Now, I'm gonna not recap all the characters. Now, here's I only have a couple of pitches for Lightyear 2. Now, the little green man that we see in obviously Lightyear. Anyway, the plan that the Connie Prime becomes basically Buzz doesn't use. I mean, that's the only way of space travel. I think he says that Commander. How do we have Buzz? Even though I hate to say this, the mission is over. Buzz throughout this movie acts like how he did after he found out he was a toy back in Toy Story 2. He goes into an existential crisis that Commander Thorn, his, and I'm not going to use the word friend had died. So, you know what, evil me was right. I should have let him finish the mission. I should have let him finish the mission. I should have let him finish the mission. The mission. Throughout the movie, Buzz regrets the actions that he did in the last movie. Characters can do that. And yes, Buzz still has all the same abilities that he had in even the first movie, including all the stealth mode, but instead of stealth mode. Instead of the surrender cord, the button that is the surrender cord becomes kind of a secondary button since to activate the wind system of the suit. And let me just tell you the plot of the movie. After we see finally the Gamma Quadrant of Sector 2 or whatever the sector is that Buzz is living in. We finally see it. We finally see it after all this time. Buzz and his team are up to the job. And then as we hear the Lightyear theme song, which is actually going to be Stranger in the... Anyway, Buzz and the team are still doing it. But at the end, anyway, they land on whatever the planet is in that, in the Gamma Quadrant. They use the stuff. They all have like some arc to go through in that movie, yada yada yada. But can you not tell that I'm trying to rush this video? I'm sorry, I wasn't really thinking about it. Anyway, Buzz and the team basically go through an arc like they did in the first movie. It's good for a character to go through an arc in every single movie. Now in this movie, I would have, instead of Buzz as the main protagonist, I would have Commander Leonard Hawthorne, Alicia. I would have Alicia Hawthorne as the main character. We can see. Now I know that she didn't have any epic journey. Now I know that she didn't have an epic journey. I know that she didn't have an epic journey. Like Buzz. Now, I really want to focus on his girlfriend's side of what just happened in the last few decades. I really want to focus on mainly his girlfriend side of things. His girlfriend side of things. In case you didn't understand, his girlfriend's side of things is different than is the side that we're going to follow through half. Now the movie's about the original length of Lightyear. Let's see how long it is. Guys, and by the way, when I'm talking about Lightyear, it's only 1 hour and it's about 1 hour 48 minutes long. Now the second movie is going to be longer than that. Now the second movie is going to be longer than that. At 2 hours and Now the second movie is going to be longer than that. 2 hours in the same runtime. 2 hours where it's in the same runtime. Now Buzz will go through the existential. Like I said before, Buzz will be the one that goes through the existential crisis in the movie. What happens if I just type in 2? That's that's the one, but here's the problem. I don't want Buzz to go through the same thing he did in the first movie. Now with the movies like Back to the Future Part 4, it's gonna be it's gonna be potential. Joel. Potential. Joel. Anyway. Wait. Let me just tell you the plot of the movie. But the plot is similar to, like I said, and also I'm struggling to think of a plot. Kind of. Like I'm not I'm kind of trying to think about where to take Buzz and the gang after the events of the movie. Like where to take Buzz and the gang after the events of the movie. Like that's the hard part. That's the hard part to figure out where Buzz and the gang all wound up at the, like in this in Fire the video game. We see the real Emperor Zurg. We see not the fake Emperor Zurg. I know that that's going to be contradicted, but the old man Buzz got killed by the real Emperor Zurg, who's in fact Buzz's father. Who in fact is Buzz's father. And now this would lead into Lightyear 3. With the little squishy aliens being established to already exist. We end the film similar to how we ended the first one with Buzz and the team going off in a new adventure as the credits roll. And by the way, Alicia's role in the film is not going to be that much. Like, she's going to take out half, like Diesel would in the Thomas movie. She's only going to be prominent in the first act, but then when Buzz says, your mother would be proud, when Buzz is talking to the Hawthorne horn that he has they have a flashback to the first one. If only I told your mom, your grandma, that I loved her. That you love her? Yeah. And that I love her. And I wanted to be together, but I kept pushing for the mission. And Buzz had a realization about what he did in Lightyear 1. This is when Buzz's realization would kick in. And right here. Right here is where I think Buzz's realization will start to kick in. With Buzz saying, and I should have never focused on the mission after the fail for a time. As Alicia then, as this Hawthorne says, how about me and you, like, as Buzz didn't, and Buzz doesn't want to, and says, And Buzz literally goes through another existential crisis. What should I do? Should I accept the Hawthorne or continue to focus on the missions at hand? And that would lead into Buzz's existential crisis, where we focus mainly on the Hawthorne. Just so I can get the roles reversed, with Buzz being the secondary character in a story that would be about him. I just want the roles to be reversed for one movie. See, but other than that, so Alicia says, "Okay, team, where's Buzz? He's taking a temporary vacay. Temporary? Why? Oh, I don't know." As we see Buzz go through, he literally takes off his old ranger costume. He says, "Well, friend," as he says, as Buzz said, as he says, "Hey, Alicia, your granddaughter is doing fine. The best I have done. Now up to her to do the rest." He says a bunch of stuff during but then meanwhile back with Alicia, so at the exact same time but years apart, while he's up in space, Buzz is up in space, right? It's hard to say because Buzz is up in space right during the time. And but anyway, what happens is, Buzz says, and these exact words, "You would like it as a dark man, what I am." And we see Buzz, Alicia, just thinking about canceling the mission. Should we tell Buzz that his mission is canceled for the time being? Now, like I said before, for the runtime, and instead, her story is going to end the second that she does see Buzz again. Buzz, are you? The second that she sees Buzz. Now that ends her part of the film, but what about the part about Buzz and the team? Like I said,
oh, Titipo, you're here.
Like before, I really want Buzz to be the side character in the movie. I mean, Buzz is still going through that existential crisis, like I mentioned earlier, and he can't realize that the decades as well as centuries have gone by for everyone else, and he would be dead as he realized that he shouldn't be here. As he said, "I shouldn't be here." What do you mean, Buzz? I shouldn't be here. Huh? What do you not? What? Buzz says he's taking a broken rocket and saying, and says, "I shouldn't be here." And then wait, hold on. Buzz, why shouldn't you be here? Because It was a fluke accident that caused me to land right here where I am. Is there any way of time dilation backwards? Or should it be known as backward time travel? Indeed, there is. Time dilation works so weird. Indeed. If you want to. But Buzz, I thought you were happy right here. What made you consider wanting to go back? The fact that I shouldn't be here. The fact that I shouldn't be here. What do you mean? Indeed, you should be here, Buzz, as an old man like yourself. No. No, I shouldn't be here, he says in a loud voice. What do you mean? I should have died along with Alicia Hawthorne. Oh, are you saying that you shouldn't be here? Yeah, in the time I shouldn't be here. I should have died, but if I... Buzz almost does it, but then Izzy Hawthorne says, Buzz, so what's the problem? I shouldn't be here in the first place. Not on the Cunning Prime. I'm starting to like the play. Yeah, but I shouldn't be here in the timeline. As everyone tried to convince Buzz, but no, just like in the first movie. Buzz, why? Like I said, to infinity and beyond. Buzz? Lightyear! Wait! This rock is untested. It could fling you, what, further into the future? I don't care. I should have not been here. I should have not tried. As Buzz says in these exact words, even though you've been so kind to me, I shouldn't be here. What do you mean, Buzz? I should have died along with Commander Hawthorne all those years ago. And this brings up an interesting point. Buzz says he shouldn't. But Buzz, what? As Buzz then tells him about and how there's a way that as he starts the time travel backwards, Buzz says, wait, stop, do you still have your hyperbaric thing? Then excellent. Put it through my ship. Are you sure that will work? As this is how the film ends, with Buzz being talked back not 10 years, not 35 years, but 100 years. Now he overshot his destination by 100. Even though he was gone only... Hold on, how long was he gone? Yeah, he was only gone 19 years. But he overshot his destination by 100 years. So, get this. He's at the right place in time when the events of the first he overshot his destination by 100 years, by 1 million years. So now he just had to wait the waiting game, which is where we will see him in Lightyear 3, all by himself, waiting 1,000 years to pass by. Wait, hold on. I don't think Buzz will do that. I think if this is how they're going to do it, I think he will get back in the ship and jump it, but then he will not miss his destination the next time. I don't know. Anyway, that's pitch 2. Now, I really want the Hawthorns to be really the focus of the movie. I really want Alicia Hawthorne and Izzy Hawthorne to be the main focus of the movie, which will lead me into Lightyear 2 again. Buzz is still but I don't think he will necessarily use crystalline fusion. Anyway, I might just have to make this a part 2 video because it's already getting really long and I want to stop recording. Anyway, the plot of this movie, same thing as the first. Instead of Buzz being the one that goes, she says, I've never actually used crystalline fusion before. I've never once used crystalline fusion. Well, if you do it right, as soft as time dilation is a thing. She knew what that is. So, is there any way to prevent that? She says. Izzy says, why? I've been to the future. So, as Buzz, yeah, they're still there in the game conference. And then Buzz says, no way. If you're planning to jump into the future by how long? You mean 5 minutes. 5 minutes for everyone here, for you, but how long for us? I really want Buzz not to be the main focus of Lightyear 2. I think the Hawthorne should be the one focusing in Lightyear 2. She said, hold on, before you do that, I think you should know about time dilation, Jen. And then so what's the problem? You see, that's the problem I have. You see, the further you go with your crystalline fusion, and go to hyperspace. Look at what the graph shows. Oh, I didn't know about that. Are you sure, Buzz? These are not just made up numbers. They're real. But why? But why? Buzz would, if he wants to do something that she wants Buzz to be proud of her and how she's a Hawthorne, but the only way. Anyway, Buzz takes mainly a backseat in that movie. She's the one that develops as a character, ultimately trying to go on a hyper jump journey. Okay, with all of them, including Buzz, but Buzz, at the last minute when they're about to blast off, he disables the hyper jump so he doesn't go farther in the future. Sure. How long were we gone? 2 days. Well, it was 2 days for. It's been only a day for us. But it has been 2 weeks for everyone else. I disabled it enough that we can only go far as 2 days. 2 days? Yeah, 2 days. 2 days in. Sauce, how long were we gone? 2 weeks. Well, that's not technically far in the future. Sure. Basically, in all these, I really didn't want Alicia to be the one in Lightyear 2. And maybe a video tomorrow? Till then, and not fun? And I'll see you later.